So today we'll be starting the chapter Admission of a Partner. That is chapter number 5 in volume 1. The textbook which you are having now is volume 1. We are continuing that textbook. This is chapter number 5. That is Admission of a Partner. See, in this textbook, we learned first what is partnership, isn't it? What is partnership? It is the relation between two or more partners. So, we know that in a partnership, there will be a minimum number of two partners. So, that shows the relation between two or more partners who have agreed to share the profits and losses of a business. So, that is the main definition of partnership. Now, what happens is, there is something called as reconstitution of partnership. That means to the existing agreement of partnership, we are making certain changes. Why we are making certain changes? One such case is called admission of a partner. When a new partner is admitted into your firm, suppose you and your friend started a business. So, we can name them A, B, C. They are the partners. They started a business. Now, they want to admit D into their partnership firm. So, already they would be sharing profits and losses in a particular ratio. Suppose they are sharing profits and losses in a ratio like 5:3:2. Now, when they want to admit D into their partnership, will there be any change in this ratio? Yes, there should be a change in ratio because they can't continue with the same ratio. Now they will have to admit D's share also. So then they decided to share, suppose they decided to share equally between the partners. That is their decision. Suppose in the example, they decided to share equally. So now there is a change in ratio or there is a reconstitution of partnership. This is the meaning of reconstitution. There can be changes to the existing agreement. So what will happen to the existing agreement? The existing agreement will come to an end and a new agreement will be formed between the partners. Here the new agreement with this new ratio will be formed between the partners. So one such case of reconstitution is admission. The second case of reconstitution is retirement or death of the partner. That is the next chapter in this textbook. So that is same like admission. Instead of admitting a new partner, the existing partner, suppose A, B, C were partners and out of this partnership, B is retiring or B died. So again there will be change in partnership deed. So that is again a case of reconstitution. Then the next one is amalgamation. Amalgamation means merging of two or more firms. So when they merge together, again there can be a change to their existing agreement. So existing agreement comes to an end and a new agreement is formed between the partners. That is called reconstitution of partnership, and we are discussing this chapter now, admission of a partner. Now, when a new partner is admitted into that firm, we admitted D, isn't it? When a new partner is admitted into your firm, he has to bring in two items. One is capital, that is a familiar term to you. The other one is premium for goodwill. That's a new term. The second one is new term for you. Goodwill is familiar, but there is a difference between goodwill and premium for goodwill. Now what is capital? It's something with which the person starts the business. So when D is admitted into the firm, he has to bring in capital. Then other than that, he has to bring in something called as premium for goodwill. What is goodwill? Goodwill means it is an intangible asset which is earned with the efforts of all partners. So that is the good reputation of the firm, isn't it? Goodwill can be termed as good reputation of the firm. But in this particular chapter, premium for goodwill is having a different meaning. D is admitted and he should pay something to A, B and C because these three will be sacrificing their share of profit in favor of D. When a new partner enters your firm, what happens to the existing partners? They will have to sacrifice their share of profit in favor of the new partner. So, for this, D should pay a compensation to all these three. D will be paying compensation to these partners, and that compensation is known as premium for goodwill. You understood the meaning of premium for goodwill? That is the compensation paid by new partner to the existing partners for the sacrifice made by existing partners. A, B and C are called existing partners or old partners. D is called the new partner, and this compensation is termed as premium for goodwill. So, we learned two items, capital and premium for goodwill. Next, what we have to learn is computation of new profit sharing ratio. See, when a new partner is admitted into your firm, there will be a change in the profit sharing ratio. So, you have to compute new profit sharing ratio. So, you will be getting problems based on computation of new profit sharing ratio. So, we will work out one problem. All of you take illustration 1 in your textbook. We will just go through the question first. We have two partners there in the question. The ratio is given already 5:3. So, A and B were sharing profits and losses in the ratio of 5:3. This can be termed as their old ratio. Now, what happens? C is admitted for 1/4 share. So, who is the new partner in the question? Partner is C. The new partner is C and he is admitted for 1/4 share. We will be giving C 1/4 share in the profits. We need to compute the new ratio between the partners. So, what you have to do is, we can't apply any particular formula in these type of questions. What we have is only old ratio and the share of incoming partner. If you have only these two information in the question, that is the old ratio and the share of incoming partner, first you have to assume the total share, that means the total profit, total share or the total profit of the firm as 1. Total profit of the firm will be, this is just an assumption, total profit will be assumed as 1. When should we start a question like this? When you have only these two information, not always you can apply like this. When you have old ratio and the share of incoming partner, you must start like this, that is total share assumed as 1. Now, out of this, how much will be given to the new partner? That is written in your question. Just see the question. How much will be given to new partner? 1/4. Then, the balance must be given to whom? The balance must be given to A and B. So, that is how you are going to compute the new ratio between A, B and C. When you do the new ratio, that must be between all three partners A, B and C. So, we will do the calculation. If total profit is assumed as 1, what is the remaining share or remaining profit? Out of 1, C will be getting 1/4, isn't it? C will be getting 1/4. So, the remaining share, that is the remaining share of A and B, it is 3/4. It's just calculation. 4 minus 1/4. 3/4 will be the share of A and B, that is the total of A and B. Now we have to compute what will be A's share, what will be B's share. Separately you have to do the calculation. This is the total 3/4. Now we will see what is A's share out of this 3/4. So A's new share will be equal to, how will you divide? Out of 3/4, A will be getting one proportion, that is given here. 5:3 is the ratio between A and B, and A's proportion we can write as 5/8. How we got 8? That is 5 plus 3. A's proportion is 5/8 and B's proportion is 3/8. So, A will be getting out of 3/4, A will get 5/8. This is the calculation you have to do. 3/4 into 5/8. Then similarly you have to do for B also, which is equal to 3/4 into 3 by 8. So it is 15 by 32. Here it is 9 by 32. You must know how to solve all these simple calculations. Learn maths first before you study accountancy. Then C's new share is equal to 1 by 4, which is directly given in the question. Because he is the new partner, we can just directly write C's new share here. Now what you have to do is, if you see A and B's proportion, it is 32 the denominator, isn't it? So you have to just convert this particular 4 into its denominator, same denominator 32. So it will be 8 by 32. Now you can write the new ratio between A, B and C, that is equal to 15:9:8. So this is the new ratio between. Remember one thing, when you write the new ratio, don't forget to include the new partner. C also must be included in the question. So new ratio is 15:9:8. You can write this only after converting this particular figure into common base. Okay. So that is illustration 1 in your textbook. Next we will work out illustration number 3, that is almost similar to this particular question. Illustration 3, just read the question. A and B partners, again 2 partners are there. They admit C for 1/4 share. In future, profit sharing ratio between A and B would be 2:1. Calculate new profit sharing ratio. What is the difference given in the question? A and B are the partners. In the previous question, old ratio was given. Whereas in this particular question, the new ratio is given as 2:1. The new ratio between the partners is given as 2:1, and we have a new partner who will be admitted for 1/4 share. And now we have to compute the new ratio. This 1/4 will not be constant, but usually almost all questions, the new partner will be given 1/4 share. That doesn't mean that whenever you go for board exam, C will be having 1/4 share. Don't assume like that. Okay, so here also you are giving it for 1/4 share. So what should we do in this particular question? The same method that we applied before. You have to assume the total share as 1. Then you have to compute the remaining share. How will you compute the remaining share? It is 1 minus 1 by 4. We will be getting 3/4 as the balance. Again you divide the division. It's in the same way we have to do. So you have to work out this problem. I am not completing. You have to work out this problem in your notebook. It's in the same procedure we are following for this particular question also. Then there is a difference in question number 5. Illustration number 5. There is a difference where we have Naresh and Namita partners, that is 2:1 the ratio. They admit Nimesh into partnership for 25%. Okay, the new partner is given 25 by 100. Again, if you cancel this, it will be same as 1/4. So again, Nimesh is given 1/4 share. Nimesh acquired, the new partner is acquiring the share from old partners in the ratio of 3:2, and we have to get the new ratio. So here also the question is to compute new ratio, but we can't simply do the assumption. We can't start with the question. We can't start with the assumption total share 1, because how the new partner Nimesh is acquiring his share, that is specifically mentioned in the question. How he is acquiring? He will be acquiring his share in the ratio 3:2. From whom he is acquiring his share? From other 2 partners. Their names are Naresh and Namit. Naresh and Namit will be giving their shares in this particular ratio. So what they sacrifice is 3:2. You can write the sacrificing ratio as 3:2. So when you read a question, if you have this information, that is the sacrificing proportion or the sacrificing ratio, if you see this particular figure, don't go and start with that assumption. When should we start the question like that? If you have only old ratio and the share of incoming partner. Here we have one more information, that is the sacrificed proportion. So don't start with the assumption. What we have to do is we have to apply one formula for this. What are we trying to compute? The new share of the partners, isn't it? So what can be the formula for this? Don't go and by heart all these formula. Last chapter also we have so many other formula. What you have to do is, suppose you have 10 chocolates with you. Out of that, you have to sacrifice or you have to give 2 chocolates to your friend. So what is the balance or what is the new share you have? The new share is 8. So from this you write the formula. What will be the formula? New share is equal to 10. That is the old share or old number of chocolates you had. From that you gave something, isn't it? You gave 2 chocolates to your friend. That is your sacrificed share or sacrificing share, or it can be written as surrendered share also. In your textbook you can see this term also, like surrendered share. So old share 10 chocolates minus what you sacrifice is 2 chocolates, then you will get the remaining 8 chocolates. That's a formula. Old share minus sacrificing share, we will be getting the new share. So with this particular formula we will be doing this problem. Okay, then the calculation will be individually you have to do for the partners. The names are Naresh. Naresh's share will be equal to, Naresh's old share is directly given in the question, that is 2:1. This is the ratio, this is their old ratio. From this, his proportion is 2/3. When you do calculations, take proportion, don't simply write 2:1 here, you have to take the proportion. So 2/3 minus, what is he sacrificing? His sacrificing ratio is given as 3:2. Naresh and Namit will be sacrificing in this particular ratio, but what we have to take is the sacrificing share or sacrificing proportion. So 3/5 of what? What are they giving? They are giving the new partner 25% of share. 25% of share means 1/4. So the new partner, what is his name? New partner is Nimesh. Nimesh will be given 1/4. But is he taking entire 1/4 from this Naresh? No. What he is taking is 1/4 of 3/5. 3/5 is the sacrificing ratio. Out of that, this Naresh's proportion is 3/5 and he will be giving 1/4 of 3/5. This is the sacrificed proportion or sacrificed ratio. Similarly, the next partner is Nimesh. Nimesh's share will be equal to 1/3, that is the old share of Nimesh, minus what is his sacrificing proportion? 2/5 of the new partner's share, that is 1/4. So when you take the sacrificed share, do it very carefully. Don't simply write 3/5 and 2/5 as the sacrifice proportion. You have to multiply it by the new partner's share, because we are giving all these to the new partner. So out of 1/4, this Naresh will be giving 3/5 and Nimesh will be giving 2/5. This is the sacrifice proportion. Now you just have to solve this. So Naresh's share will be equal to, now I will just write the answer. You have to do the calculation and get the answer. It is 31/60 and here it is 14/60. Do the calculation within brackets first, then you go and do this. 1/3 minus 2/20 will be the calculation. So you have to cross multiply and take the answer. Now we have the new partner. What is his name? He is Nimesh. Nimesh is given directly 1/4. We will just convert it into the common base 60. So multiply it by 15. Finally, the new ratio between these three will be, what was the figure here? 31. Yes, 31 is to 14 is to 15. So this is the new ratio between partners. What you have to remember is when you take this sacrificed proportion, multiply it by the new partner's share. Then do the calculations very carefully.